Welcome to Chok Muay Chats. This is the podcast where we talk about everything Muay Thai. Not just about fighting, not just about fighters. It's about culture and everything that surrounds it. I'm Joe Comerford, content creator, commentator, ex-fighter, and just Muay Thai aficionado, if that's how I said it properly. I've got a very special guest on today. She goes by the name of RJ, your Thai friend RJ, who creates some phenomenal content about the Thai side of Muay Thai and how Muay Thai is really, really closely tied to Thai culture. And I think it's a really beautiful thing that you're doing about educating not only the fans, but just people who want to try out Muay Thai. So, RJ, welcome to the podcast.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ
Thank you for having
ยินดีครับ
me. So excited. This is my
So yeah, I'm
first
excited to
podcast.
get into it. So, first of all, where can people find you online?
So right now my main channel would be the Instagram account at your Thai friend _RJ. Yeah, that's my main channel right now.
Right, and I know that you have a bit of background in Muay Thai. Can you tell us a little bit about your background in Muay Thai and how you got into it?
Actually, it's not that special, so I might disappoint someone. So I was just a local kid, grew up in rural, like small province up north of Thailand. And then I just kind of like surrounded by Muay Thai a lot because my grandpa loved Muay Thai. So like since I remember I heard the live Thai band like as my background like all the time. And then I started training seriously about like 5-6 years ago. Yeah, and then that is like my changing point that okay, I want to do something like for Muay Thai. Yeah, so I've lived abroad in Canada for about like 2 years. I teach in the gym and I help like organizing the events, like the Muay Thai festival. Yeah, and now I just decided that I want to move back to Thailand to, maybe help Muay Thai more here.
Awesome. Awesome. So you spent a bit of time in Canada. Now the Canadian Muay Thai scene is what I would say is developing at the moment. For like a lot of provinces in Canada, Muay Thai is actually illegal. Now, there's a couple of people who are doing big things, like, of course, the Muay Thai World Cup. Is it the Muay Thai World Cup with Kieran Kettle and a couple of other people who are doing big things over there. They're working well with the WBC. Now, interesting, because I actually thought that you did your time in America, but interesting to know that it was Canada, because that gives us a little bit of a unique perspective.
Well, it's kind of like, I started living abroad in the US, in America, but since about like 2-3 years ago, I've been just living in Canada and I just moved back.
Right, okay. When you were in America, did you have much to do with Muay Thai?
No, not really. I would just started as like, I was an exchange student when I was about like 15, 16. And then I just joined like a couple more of programs like work and travel, and also like going back and forth to visit my host family. Yeah, like that's about it.
Oh, cool. And looking at the Canadian Muay Thai scene, how do you feel that it compares to the Thai scene? Growing up, obviously, you say you're from the north, so you would have seen a lot of the festival fights. That's its own ecosystem. How does that compare to the Canadian scene at the moment? Because I feel that the Canadian scene might be a little bit closer to that, community run events. It's kind of a lot of it is DIY, do it yourself. In comparison to maybe like Australia, where we've had Muay Thai for nearly maybe 35 years, 40 years. So it's a fairly healthy, developed ecosystem, right? But
That's
Canada
like quite
is
a long
quite
time.
young, right? Yeah.
Well, obviously like there's a big difference. Like, I don't know. Like in general, like, Muay Thai, like outside of Thailand and inside of Thailand. What I've seen, like for like as a big difference is like they have like they rely on amateur show a lot. Yeah, which I realized that like a lot of country also like relies on like like IFMA or like other like amateur shows, but in Thailand it's I'm not sure how do I explain this, but it's more of like it's like very local, like ground up, like very like grassroots, just like fighting outside of big cities kind of thing, like not like sometimes maybe like not that legal, like not very strict, you know what I mean, kind of like that. Yeah, and just building up from that. Yeah, that's like the big difference that I see.
Well, it's funny you say that because I suppose like one of the big differences is like if you're going to run a show in Canada or even Australia, the permitting and the red tape, the kind of
Yep.
government bureaucracy that you have to go through is a lot different because I mean you've had Muay Thai as a sport for 80 years now, and developed sport, and a lot of it is community run events out, especially out, in Isan or the north or the south. It really is about local shops and local sponsors putting the
Right.
money together and all the gyms pooling their money together, which is a little bit different because generally, in the West, there's kind of one sanctioning body or one promoter who's bankrolling this, but Muay Thai is really like a community event here in Thailand. When you were a kid, did you go to many community run events?
Yeah. But like I didn't like watch a lot of shows because like, my grandpa might go there, but like, if I go like with my family, my mom would take me, to like the market area or like, there's like the what's it called? Like a little amusement zone for the kids.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
like
but I still
the
like
rides and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, but I saw a couple fights, but like not like seriously, like I'm not like, in that circle, like not that tight. But yeah, I've
yeah.
seen it.
But I suppose with time, like your perspective has changed and you've grown more passionate about it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I suppose like we can go into provincial Muay Thai, like the Muay Puton scene a little bit. So when people hear Muay Puton or provincial Muay Thai, like what does that mean for you personally?
From my perspective of like for me personally, I think it's very important. It's like a backbone of like Muay Thai industry in Thailand, because these shows are the shows that produce, legendary fighters. Like all of them, most of them, not all of them, but most of them are from like these shows. Like without these show, I don't know, there might have been like less Thai fighters that we know nowadays, because I don't know, like there's no way, there's like not a lot of place for them to fight, right? Like they relies on this show a lot. Yeah, and I don't know. Also, like maybe because of the environment, it's kind of like it shaped the fighter to become like tougher. Maybe I don't know. Yeah.
I understand that. I understand that because I mean, I don't think people realize that out in Isan or out in the country up north and down south, like outside of Bangkok and outside of Chiang Mai and Pattaya and Phuket, most of Thailand is agricultural industry. And a lot of people are surviving on especially in central Thailand, the great rice bowl of Asia as they call it, rice farming. And it's a hard life. You go out to the fields, you're in the hot sun all day, and rice farming it's not an easy job. So like poverty, and it doesn't pay well either. That's the other thing people don't realize.
Yeah.
And it's Muay Thai essentially has been a way out of poverty for a lot of these people. So it's hardened really, really hardened individuals out there. So yeah, I think you're right in saying that,
Yeah,
if
it
yeah.
might be like a dark side of Muay Thai in Thailand, but like it's also the truth. Like I've talked to a lot of
Mm,
fighters, especially like kids, from like outside a big city, like kids in the local show and all that. Yeah, like a lot of them, almost like I would say maybe like 90% of them, they say that like without Muay Thai, they don't know where they would be today. Yeah, it's like they can earn money from Muay Thai. It's a lot easier than if they like work part time in the restaurant or like somewhere else. Like Muay Thai is like like a way out of I don't know, like poverty for them sometimes.
well, I
Or
mean,
yeah,
it's not uncommon, especially in agricultural communities, to have social problems. Like I taught in rural Australia, and in the country there's a lot of social problems, and it's the same sort of thing. There's not much to do outside of farming. I mean, a lot of kids would be drinking on the weekends or getting themselves into trouble, or you would have the other kids who would be going into sport, and it's essentially kind of a mirror of a similar socio-economic problem. Is there's not a lot for these kids to do out there. So Muay Thai, is a big answer to that. um I really loved, you did a post, and if anybody's listening to this, go check out RJ's Instagram. There was a post that you did about the sponsors of
oh the shows, the big
yeah, the
promotion shows.
shows, the
Yeah,
shows, the agricultural the agricultural sponsors. And if people watch Channel 7 or some of the 5 round shows, you'll notice that it's like all agricultural tractor companies, cement companies, seeding companies, whatever it is. It's all. The thing that really got me was the herbal medicines, and I thought, that really, that really makes sense now. Is because, can you talk a little bit about why there are so many herbal medicine companies sponsoring these shows?
it's just because I think first the demographic, right? Because like a lot of people, a lot of audience that watch these type of shows are like farmers or like someone that doing like a labor job.
Mm,
So the advertisement try to get like these target, right? So that's why like they have to choose this time schedule like around like the Muay Thai show that they watch. And the herbal medicine, right? Like sometimes it's like because like these people when they get sick, let's say,
mm.
easier, instead of going to the doctor, it's just like taking too much time, like it's time consuming. So it's easier like if they saw these advertisement and they were like, oh, maybe this medicine might work. So for them, it's just easier to go to the pharmacies and like get these medicines. Like, I hope that makes sense.
And I can totally understand that, because yes, going to the doctor is time consuming, and if you're doing all this backbreaking work out in the sun, you're gonna have ailments. And yeah, and I think it's just a really kind of interesting nuance thing that you pointed out, that essentially, like, the Muay Puton scene is really built around that farming community and how important Thai culture, agriculture, and Muay Thai are together. Like, they're kind of, if you were to do a Venn diagram of provincial Muay Thai, the three almost can't be separated in a sense. Like, agricultural communities are just so important to the development of that scene, and Thai culture as well. Like the Buddhist festivals, the Buddhist holidays, and then Muay Thai. Like, the three just kind of go together in this natural order. Yeah, I mean, from an anthropological point of view, I find it really, really fascinating. Now, going into Muay Thai a little bit, and your background, I had a little suss of your Instagram. You have a C license as a
Oh,
crew.
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because it's something that I've not really investigated too much into, but I work at a school here in Bangkok and they teach Muay Thai as an extracurricular program, and they have a few C license crews or Muay Thai teachers. How did you get into that?
How did I get into it?
Yeah. How did you come about wanting to be a Muay Thai teacher first off?
Okay. I think so. When I started Muay Thai, I saw my crew. He has a C license as well, and I mean, to be honest, I didn't care that much at first, and then I started to get into Muay Thai more and more, and then I just feel like I want more information. Like I want to learn more about Muay Thai. Like I didn't think that I want to be like, like a coach, a trainer that is like really good, but I just want like more knowledge because in C license they don't just like test your skill on how you hold pads or and all of that. But I mean, you still have to do it. You have to know how to do it. But they also like provide other knowledge as well, like about like Muay Thai rules, basic Muay Thai rules, Muay Thai history. What else? Something about like sports science, like related to Muay Thai as well. And also like what people call Muay Boran, like แม่ไม้
Yes.
ลูกไม้ and also like how do we um, apply or how are we like creating how to create the curriculum for the Muay Thai class. Yeah,
Right.
stuff like that.
Okay, cool. And this is it part of the Sports Authority of Thailand, or is it, okay, so it's
Yeah.
an official
Yeah, official.
license from the Sports Authority of Thailand. All right, really cool. Because it's interesting to hear that kind of side of things. It's not something I've really looked into the crew license. Because traditionally, in Muay Thai gyms, most trainers are ex-fighters, or that's generally what happens after fighters in their careers. Is if they don't make it as a champion and they haven't saved money or put money back into their family business, generally they either become
Trainer.
trainer, motorcycle win, or security guard. So it's cool that the government are putting those initiatives in place, and I know it's been around for a while. But it's interesting to know that you've done that. So when did you get that before you went to Canada, or did you do that when you came back?
I did it last year, so I've lived in Canada for like about like a year already, and then I came back, and then I got that, and then went back to Canada.
Cool.
Yeah.
So did you apply that knowledge that you learned here over in Canada?
Yeah. Like especially the course curriculum thingy, like how I designed the class and
Yep.
all that. Yeah, that is very helpful, and especially like not just for anyone that want to be a crew, but also like it helps like if you want to be working in like anything Muay Thai related, Yeah, like gym manager. I met like gym manager, gym owner, or just like trainer in the fitness, not like Muay Thai trainer, but yeah, they can try out for that too. Yeah, so it's really
Do you think it would be something worthwhile foreigners investigating in doing if they were interested in building their skills and giving back to the sport?
yeah, I would say so because like they teach you like deeper than I don't know. I can't say that like they can like definitely like give you like deeper knowledge, but like I mean they give you a lot of knowledge, especially like history. A lot of things that I didn't know, and now I learn from the license, the certification, and also further from that is that I gain a lot of connections. So like yeah, you will meet a lot of people that also work in Muay Thai or like have the same interest, or like they might have the same passion, like they want to develop the sport, right? So yeah, that would be like a great opportunity. And I think they have like the C license like for international participants as well, that is open. So, but I'm not sure about the details. But yeah, if you want to try out, definitely like you should.
Yeah, I think, things like that are really worthwhile, and, education and building, knowledge is the best way to grow the sport, right? So just going back to, I'm just going to bring the conversation back around to Muay Puton and the provincial circuit. How do you see the Muay Thai circuit in the provinces different to the Bangkok scene? Because, I mean, they're two very, very different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to see it from a Thai perspective, how you see it from a Thai perspective. Because I think they're two very different entities. Or just maybe I'll frame the question this way. Why do fighters come to Bangkok from the provinces? That might be the better question.
If I say it like directly, a lot of fighters would say because they can earn more money if they can come to like the bigger show in Bangkok. Yeah, that's like the main reason. But apart from that, some of them might want like a bigger dream. They want to be champions, right? Everyone wants to be a champion, so yeah.
Yeah,
say,
and I don't think there's any problem with saying that it is, for a lot of fighters, a pure economic decision, right? And I think that's what separates Thai Muay Thai and a lot of Western or global Muay Thai, because a lot of people in the West are not doing it for an economic decision or economic incentive, right?
Yeah. They
Could
do
you
it because of their passion.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a passion or a hobby. And I think that's why I wanted to get you on to talk a little bit about the tendency for like a lot of foreigners is to romanticize Muay Thai as this like mystic Eastern martial art experience, where really no, it's built from the ground up and hardworking people. Could you talk about maybe your experience of what you've seen in the provinces, and maybe just share some stories of fighters that you've seen out there? Anything that might inspire people to think a little bit differently and not see the truth, the reality of what's happening.
Okay.
I know it's a tough question.
Yeah, it's quite tough, but okay. So like as I mentioned before, right? That's like a lot of fighters are like doing Muay Thai because of the money, right? Because they want to get out of poverty. So wait, sorry, I forgot the question.
If you have any stories, and you
The
don't
story,
have to,
right? Okay.
yeah, don't mention any names or even places, but maybe someone that you've met and a real life example of what life is like for a provincial fighter.
Usually, most stories that I heard is that they have to fight like very often. So like in Muay Thai, there's a law that you have to like break for 21 days until the next fight. But actually, like outside of the big cities, they might be fighting like twice a week, or even like during the celebrating season, like like the Buddhist holidays, or like Songkran, right? It's like the Thai New Year. Sometimes they fought like twice a day to just get the money. I mean, I don't want to like say this so like people can, just feel like what does it say, like empathize, sympathetic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, be sympathetic.
Yeah, be sympathetic, but it's just like I want to say this so people can understand that like sometime when you fight the Thai in the local show or even in like smaller shows like in Chiang Mai, think about them like on this side of the story as well. Because like you were there, like, you know, some of you guys might be like professional fighter already, and like I know like you want like experience or like more records on your profile, right? Like you want the records and you want the profile, but like for them, just, you know, just a regular day that they just fight to get the money. Yeah, so like it's kind of like, I don't know, like understand them from the other side, kind of like that.
I think that's a really, really important point that you make there. Because as of recent, probably in the last kind of 3 years with the expansion of Muay Thai, this is something that I've been speaking a lot about is, especially with the explosion on social media and Muay Thai tourism, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will go to Chiang Mai, and don't get me wrong, getting your experience in Chiang Mai is great. I fought up there heaps, and it's a great place to fight, to get experience all the time. You can fight every day of the week if you wanted to. But the stark reality is that you have a certain pool of fighters that are fighting very often because the money is decent. Because I don't think people realize that the minimum wage here is quite low, and working in a 7-Eleven for 8 hours a day is not going to pay you as much as if you were to fight 4 or 5 rounds against a foreigner. And you get a lot of foreigners that come in with this idea that, oh, I'm fighting a Thai with 300 fights. Yeah, they might have had 100 fights, but they may not be a serious athlete. They might not even be training. They might just be fighting every single week to make money for their family. And going in there to try and take their head off does not make you a good fighter. And this is why I always say to like a lot of people, go in there with the intention of getting rounds in, get in there with the intention of learning to play the game for the punters or the fans. Learn your craft. Don't go in there straight for the knockout, because you get a lot of guys online that they've won a title at a tourist stadium and they're like, oh, I'm a champion. And it's like, well, mate, as soon as and I remember this from another podcast I did, as soon as you put that belt on and then you take that belt off and you go home, the next tourist is flying in to fight for that stadium belt. And that person that you fought may have fought for that belt 70 times, so
yeah.
And I think that's why it's important to get a Thai perspective on this, because it backs up the fact that we have to be careful about romanticizing the situation, because there is a reality behind the sport. And the way to build the sport is by building it truthfully and looking at these really important things where people are fighting and they may not even be training, as I said, just fighting constantly. So that was awesome. Now, what do you think that foreigners might often misunderstand about Muay Puton and sorry if I keep saying it wrong. It's because my Piang Tanat is not good.
It's okay. You're saying it right, Muay Hutan. Yeah.
Yeah. About the provincial circuit. What do you think is something that a lot of Falang or maybe many foreigners misunderstand?
I don't know. What do you guys think about it? I'm not sure how they're looking at it. Like I know like some of people that I know, they might just saw it as like see it as just the show outside of the big city, but not sure like how other people see it.
Well, I suppose,
or do people know about it at all? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I see it a little bit differently because I've been to a lot and I fought on them, and I talk about the culture a lot, so it might be hard for me to answer that question. But I suppose a lot of foreigners might go there with the expectation that it's like a quirky, just a quirky local show, and they don't really understand the culture behind it. The fact that you'll have local communities and local villages pooling, a month's worth of money together for a side bet, things like that. I mean, because they're kind of really important things that people might not understand as well. Because, I mean, I'll be honest, like Muay Thai and gambling traditionally have been very, very closely tied together. For the longest time was one of the only legal forms of gambling in Thailand, right? So I suppose we can go into that a little bit because I know a lot of people don't really understand that relationship. And it's a sensitive topic, but from a Thai perspective, what role does it play in relationship with Muay Thai?
So I would say, I mean, like today is a lot better, but like before, the gamblers are like, they're like the one that can control the whole situation, the whole thing. I mean, like a good side is that a lot of money come from them, and the fighters, get the money, so like they can earn more because of these people, because they bet a lot. But I mean,
but I suppose like one side of it is fighter economics, and there was a post done by the owner of famous gym, and he did a breakdown of a fighter on a 11,000 baht purse in a small stadium here in Bangkok. He did the breakdown for transport, medical bills, food, and then by the end of the fight, the fighter was only left with 1,500 baht. But then he made a point of saying on Facebook that if it wasn't for just to reframe that, this was at the time when COVID had just sort of wiped out Muay Thai, and Muay Thai was slowly rebuilding. And there was all this discussion about the future of Muay Thai and whether the gamblers would still have a place in it. And he said if it wasn't for the gamblers, then the fighters would have no future because there would be no injections or no side bets. And he said a fighter with a 10,000 baht purse could get up to a 70,000 baht side bet. And for people who don't know, that is extremely good money when the average wage is probably like a normal, fresh out of uni would be on 18
like 15.
to 15. Yeah, like even lower.
Yeah,
So
like in my hometown, some of my friends still earning like less than 10,000. Some of them.
Wow. And then like imagine that somebody coming up to you and saying, if you win this fight, I'll give you 70,000 baht. And those side bets traditionally, from what I've heard, you make a little split with the gym, but you get to keep most of it. That's big money. So I think it, as you said, the two can't really kind of be separated. How do you looking at Muay Thai now? How do you see that? Because you said things are a little bit better now. How do you see the difference between now and maybe perhaps before?
So from what I can see about the fighters, because of like big shows like RWS or like One Championship, they give more opportunity to the fighters for them to kind of like be themselves. Like they don't have to rely on like the gambling circuit so much, because like if their performance are good, then the people will come and watch to watch the show, right? So the show will earn the money, and the fighters will earn more money from that too, and they don't have to think about like like worrying all the time, like who's gonna, you know, like force them to do whatever, because like before, if they have to depend on the gamblers a lot, then they can actually like control the fighter's life, like how they live, how, like, are they gonna have the fight next time, everything. But now, like with these shows, just like I said, like if their performance are good, then the gym want to like send them into the bigger promotions, because they're like the bigger money in that, and it's legal. Like you don't have to hide.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we're at a real turning point in terms of Thai Muay Thai. And I mean, there's the fantastic thing now, right, is there's still a place for the 5 round circuit with the punters and the fans, but you also have the entertainment Muay Thai circuit for, which is probably a little bit more palatable for Westerners. So maybe just like we might move on, because that's a fairly sensitive subject, and I don't want us to get us both in trouble. We won't. It'll be right. But yeah, people don't know that. Especially if you live here, you got to be careful about what you say, especially online. Right? But looking. I really love your content, by the way. I'm a massive fan. I think you should be getting way a lot more views and likes on your stuff. And I'm going to continue sharing it because it's really, really insightful stuff. I just want to talk a little bit about learning Thai culture and cultural integration for foreigners, because you've lived. I think you bring a really unique perspective to this, because you've lived in Thailand, but you've lived overseas as a Thai in another country, so you can understand it from a very unique perspective as a migrant going overseas. So why do you think learning Thai is really important for foreigners who want to succeed in Muay Thai? Or do you think that? Do you think that at all?
Like,
I shouldn't say why,
important.
but do you think that?
Yeah. I mean, yes, it is important. Not just learning Thai like as a language, but also the culture. Because I don't know, but like in my opinion, I still think that like Thailand is not that famous yet. I mean, like comparing with like Japan, like how people know about like Japan and like Chinese, but like some of people out there might be like, Thailand, where is Thailand? I don't know, maybe. But like 10 years ago, like, when I first arrived in the US, and my friend asked me like, where you come from? I said Thailand, and they said, Taiwan? I said, no, Thailand. But yeah, anyways, so back to the question, right? Yeah, it is important to learn both Thai language and the culture. But I would say it's more important to learn the culture than the language, you know what I mean? Yeah, but not just learn the culture, but not the language. It goes alongside. But if you learn the culture, you will learn the language better, because you will understand the context. So, yeah, it make everything make sense for you. Because like for me, right, like as a Thai, we were learning English in the school, like way back when I was in my hometown, and we were taught like passively, so like just reading and writing. So I ended up with like, I understand when I heard someone speak English, but I can't speak. Yeah, and that changed when I first go to the US, and I have to force myself to speak. That's the first reason why I can speak, because I have to try to speak. I have to force myself to speak. And the second is that what I learned before passively, like it didn't make sense before, because it was just word, like a lot of word, like just alphabet, right? It doesn't make any sense. But then I heard people say, I see people do, and then like I kind of understand why they do what they do. And then now I just like, oh, okay, so this is how they say, and why do they say it? Because, the situation is like that. I don't know, maybe like when you try to learn any language or if you're moving abroad anywhere, I'd say like trying to learn the culture and understand the people will help you a lot because first you understand. The second, they'll accept you because when you try to understand, that shows that you are like showing like you're trying to respect them. And, like the local people will see that like, oh, you're trying to understand that, you respect that. So like that's how you get accepted, kind of like that.
Yeah, I think that's a really important thing to know for a lot of foreigners is, I see it time and time again with a lot of young guys coming over not bothering, and then they wonder why they haven't made a connection with the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's you don't have to be fluent. I mean, I'm certainly not. I should speak way more Thai than I do, having been here so long. And I don't even read or write, but I can speak enough to have a bit of fun and joke. And I think humor is one of those big things that really brings people together. And I think it just makes people's experiences at gyms that much more comfortable, and you can build like good relationships. Now, for culturally, beyond language, what cultural things do you think foreigners overlook or they might not know in Thai culture?
I have to think about it. I mean, there might be like a lot of it. Let me see. Like I can't think about it right now, but like if anything, like if you're worried that you're gonna do something wrong, just make mistake. Just be wrong. you know, because you learn by making a mistake. So because like you didn't know. In Thai we have the word like คนไม่รู้ไม่ผิด. That mean like if you don't know then you're not wrong because you're learning. So if you mess up, just try to communicate that like I didn't know, I'm sorry, and I messed up. Because like if I try to think about something that people misunderstand it, oh, that's a lot of things. But if you apply like this concept, then you survive everything. Like you didn't know it, like you didn't know it, like yeah. So you're learning.
Yeah, you never try, you never know, nah.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Yeah, I actually think that's really good advice because I think Thai people generally are very forgiving. Like unless you're being a real dick and a real asshole, sorry to use bad language, but like unless you're being really rude, like, just like general kind of common sense behavior. But generally, like people, will forgive you. You like, for example, like something simple might be like if you walk into a house with shoes on, I mean, like it's pretty serious, but if you don't know, people will generally forgive you. Oh, they're just a foreigner. They don't, or a Falang, they don't.
It's just a Falang. Just it's okay. Falang ไม่รู้.
In your experience, how do you feel that perhaps learning Thai might improve how someone understands the sport of Muay Thai? Because I feel that it's something that's really opened up a lot of doors for me in terms of understanding like a lot of the nuances of, especially around the cultural stuff and the kind of social cultural stuff of, gambling Muay Thai and as we were talking about, provincial Muay Thai. Do you think learning the language like really improves people's knowledge of the sport?
I would say so, yes, because like some of the things that you understand in Muay Thai is also because like if you understand like Thai, like for example like simple things, right? Like the verb. Let's say if you are going to train Muay Thai, and then the trainer might say like they might do like the pad like this, and then what is it? What did he say? It's not in English, right? But like if you know that like ngat is a verb that means like to just what does he call, like just yank it like eh. Yeah, so oh, maybe he means like the uppercut elbow, like shoop, like it's a verb, so it's kind of like linked together. Or what else? What else? Or like why crew? Like you didn't know Thai, you might heard the word why crew like to why, right? Or like respect, and crew mean teacher, and it's not just this ritual before the fight, but it's also like it can be like the activity that you do on the Teachers' Day in Thailand, right? Like if you're a teacher, you might know like what people are doing with the pan and the flowers and garlands. Yeah, that's also why crew. So it's kind of linked in that way.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing that a lot of people don't realize as well. Every single Teachers' Day here in Thailand, all the kids will bring in the flower garlands, and as you said, will come and pay respect to you. So it's not just Muay Thai. That's why things like learning the language will open your knowledge about a lot of the cultural things within Thailand, because I feel like Thailand's really interesting in the fact that Thai language and the culture are so contextually together. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like the meaning of the word come from the traditions or the culture that you have to
exactly,
understand,
yeah.
so you understand the word. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. And then, like the language is just so contextual as well. Just having a look at my awesome show notes here. Um, for you, I'm going to ask you this really simple question. As a Thai, what does Muay Thai mean to you? And
To
it's
me.
not a simple question. It's supposed to be a hard question, but I want you to think in your heart, like as a Thai person from your heart, what does Muay Thai mean to you?
This is hard. I mean, yeah, like a lot of people gonna have like a lot of cliche answers about it, but I mean, like it's just straight up our heritage, right? First thing, like it's art, it's history, it's pride. For me, it's like the same thing. It's like it's pride, and I'm proud of it. Like it's the martial art that we pass down like generations and generations, and also especially like I grew up and I was born in a hometown that they cultivated like the kids to love Muay Thai, because our like what is it called, like hero from our province is Phaya Pichai Daphak, and
Oh, okay.
he fought alongside King Taksin, right? Like if you know history, he's like
Yep.
yeah, he's legendary. Yeah, so I grew up and know more about him than Nai Khanom Tom. And exercising in the morning and everything, like we do the Muay Thai move, and I've been like familiar with these culture, history, and everything. So I am very proud of it, and I want it to grow more. I want people to know Muay Thai like I know, and I want people to like fall in love with Muay Thai just like how I felt. Like I'm not gatekeeping. Muay Thai is growing good, but I want everyone to like try to like learn and respect, understand it more, so we can grow together with quality. Yeah, not just like spreading sport that like, oh, like this is boxing with the knee and elbows, but Muay Thai is like more than that. Yeah.
No, I think that's beautiful, because it kind of leads into the next question of, now that Muay Thai is going globally as a sport, how do you feel about that? Does that make you proud? Does that make you proud that you're seeing that the Thai national sport is going around the world?
Yeah, I feel proud, and also I had like that one event in Toronto. I remember because I am a friend with MC Muay Thai, right? There's a gym in Toronto. You can look them up too. They're a good gym. And they were doing a show at the cinema, which they were doing the screening of Ong Bak.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like the anniversary, not sure how many years. And like as a Thai, it might sound bad, but like as a Thai, like we just like, okay, we know like this movie is a Thai movie, and that's it. We didn't notice how it's very like influential and like important to others people, or like how it invite people to learn more about Muay Thai. But yeah, at the screening, they were doing the screening, and I was like giving out information about Muay Thai, narrating, the shows. Like they were doing the Y Crew and also like the Muay Boran shows. So I explained things and all that. And then we watched the movie, the screening. And then at the end of the movie, they everyone stands up and just clap like for a long time. And I can't feel my body because like I was like, whoa, like what is going on? Like everyone knows about this movie, and these all of these people in this cinema know about Muay Thai. It's kind of like, I thought it was a small thing, but it's really big. So that's kind of like the moment that I feel like I should do something to help Muay Thai grow with quality, or like with a better understanding. Like I don't want Muay Thai to be like just, as I say, just spread around, but like just a sport with the knee and elbows, but also like the traditions and everything too. Like it's beautiful, So
It is, it's more than, oh geez, I don't know how long I've been involved in it, but a long time. And I remember being in Australia, hearing the Piklong orchestra, and then coming back to Thailand to and from the music of the Piklong orchestra always gives me shivers down my spine. Live, live. When it's on a tape, no, doesn't really do anything for me. But as soon as I hear it live, I'm,
yeah, I got
okay,
goosebumps and like,
yeah,
ooh, this is real.
there's something kind of hypnotic about the music. And just a funny story is, I come from a very, very Thai style gym in Sydney. My trainer is a really, really smart guy. He has a relationship with my Ratchabat Chombung in Ratchaburi province. So it's called the Muay Thai University, and they bring a lot of ex fighters through their program, or current fighters. So we had Singh Payak Marachabat Chombung, who was a Channel 7 champ at our gym, and more champions as well. And our gym is very, very Thai style. Like, I remember when I was fighting in Australia, we used to go and have somtam and isan food and eating raw lard in the gym with, the fighters and boys. And it was like being in Thailand. And I remember around that time, my buddy, he's not into Muay Thai, but he had a Thai girlfriend. And we brought her around to the gym, and she's like, wow, I can't believe you guys are trying to be Thai. Wow, I feel so proud to be Thai.
Yeah.
And I think it's a beautiful thing because, I mean, this exchange of cultures happening through, not just a sport, but, something that is art. Now, I won't take up too much of your time. I often ask this question on nearly every podcast because I like to see different people's perspective. Muay Thai in the next 5 years, what do you think will happen?
I think absolutely Muay Thai will be growing a lot from nowadays. Maybe 5 years from now, that will be the time that a lot of things can develop. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, like there's gonna be a lot more fighters from outside of Thailand, and I feel like the Thai gyms are gonna try to step up their games because there's a lot of fighters from outside of Thailand, and also like the gyms from outside of Thailand as well. That, in the past, like people were seeing like, oh, like I can beat the Thai. That's mean like they see the Thais that like we're better than them, right? But like today, it's not that anymore because the sport gonna be growing so much that everyone gonna compete each other with with like sports science, with skills, with technique and everything. So yeah, that's all I can say. I think this is gonna be like interesting and it's gonna be big, like a lot of promotions, maybe, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're at a real pivotal point for Muay Thai. It's I think this year is going to be a make or break year for the sport. What changes give you hope at the moment? What changes in the sport are giving you hope for the global expansion of the best sport in the world?
Can you like try to elaborate more, like what I was saying? Like,
So, for example, post COVID, we've seen more and more promotions bringing more international athletes. I mean, you know, Max Muay Thai was doing that. When Max Muay Thai was at its peak, it was the promotion that everybody wanted to fight on. But now we've got more entertainment and more international promotions here in Thailand. Does that bring you hope?
Yeah, because I mean that makes it clear that Muay Thai is like, you know, growing into the global stage. Yeah, and we have like a lot more fighters from outside of Thailand. Like I say, that says a lot. That means like a lot more people are interested in Muay Thai, and within Thailand we can't just rely on like the Muay Puton fighters anymore. We have to like actually like build the fighters to compete.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I think it's interesting because we're seeing a lot of development from the SAT at the moment on road shows in the provinces. This is one thing that I think will happen is that we'll probably see a lot less Muay Puton shows and more government intervention and putting on these provincial road shows and starting to kind of really systemize and bring in the best guys and then develop them as proper athletes in a proper pathway setting. Sea Games is another thing that I think is starting to change the shape of Muay Thai a little bit and how we fight. Like before, there weren't a lot of kind of amateur Muay Thai people or Muay Thai fighters in Thailand, but now we're starting to see more just pure amateur Muay Thai fighters, which, you know, 10 years ago was nearly unheard of. So I think it's really interesting to see the different shifts in the way that athletes are being built and the different pathways that they're being sent. You know, it's interesting. And it also gives me hope. So I think from there, I won't take up any more time, but I will ask you one thing before you go is what do you have in store for the future? What's in store for the future for RJ?
Can I say I don't know?
You don't know. Okay, that's a good
no. I mean, yeah, I probably gonna try to produce more content about like, you know, cultural side of Muay Thai. So like, as I say, so people can like understand it more. But more from that, aside from that, I'm not sure. But like also like offline, I also like, you know, also like growing in like Muay Thai industry as well. So like I can't say much like about my future right now, but yeah, it's probably gonna be like something interesting.
Cool. Well, I look forward to following the journey, and everyone, you should definitely jump onto RJ's page. Like, it is really, really insightful. I think it's really, really well done content. I really love the piece that you did on the provincial sponsors. Not only that, I think the Max Muay Thai one was a really good one. That was around kind of the era that I was fighting, and you know, Max Muay Thai was a dream of mine to get onto that show, but unfortunately never made it. But you know, fantastic! Like, you do really, really good stuff. and I'm a big fan. So thank you for coming on to my podcast. Thank you. ขอบคุณ
ขอบ
มาก
คุณ
ครับ
ค่ะ
นะครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
So everyone, you can go and follow RJ on Instagram. Can you just give a repeat of where to find you?
It's gonna be Instagram at your Thai friend _RJ.
And I will put that in the description. Thank you, my friend.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดี
And
ค่ะ
everyone, if you like this episode, make sure you like, share, subscribe. YouTube, Spotify. You can find it every single Sunday. Your favorite Muay Thai podcast. I hope. I'm Joe Comerford. Thank you. Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you.